Peace, peace, peace. What's poppin', my peoples? What's poppin', my weebles? It's your boy Sincere 7 coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. The Pad, representing the House of Genesis. The Pad, you feel me? Man, so I was just, you know what I'm saying, doing a little wake and bake with my girl. And I was talking some shit. I like to get up and vet in the morning. And I was just saying some shit. I was like, shit, I need to go live on this shit. And what'd you say, babe?
Go ahead, say it with your chest, man.
So I got permission. So I wanted to come on. So look, how do I transfer this from a personal conversation with my girl to a out on the broadcast? So look, this is what I was basically talking about. If I was to really just bring it to a gist, it would be this. Stop being hypocritical. Some of this is not going to pertain to a lot of y'all, but there are individuals in our community that this needs to be shared with. Stop being hypocritical. What do I mean by that? Well, what I was discussing with my girl how there's somebody who's close to my heart who, when I go to visit them, they like to have fun. They like to have parties. They like to invite people over. And so I went to go visit once, and there was a party going on. They were having a party. And they told me, you're in town doing whatever you're doing. You know, whoever you're seeing and talking to, you can invite them to the party. Oh, so wherever I go out while I'm in the city, the people that I know can come here to your house to party. Hell yeah, it's about to be dope. Bet, right? Inviting people to the party. Now we get to the party. They're drinking. Everybody's drinking. The people have actually hired a bartender. So they've paid for a person to come to the house and to serve liquor and alcohol to everybody. So me and my peoples, basically I was told right before the party that during the party, if we choose to take part in cannabis, we have to walk down the street, leave the premises. So it's a party, pool party, barbecue, inside, outside, kids, adults, everybody, everywhere, drinks everywhere. Excuse me, sir. Take that smoke down the street. No problem, right? Okay. The issue is that the person also has desires to become a alternative health practitioner. And so for me, having discussions with the peoples that I'm talking about, I felt like it was a little bit of a not contradictory, hypocrite. It's like in one way you're saying you want to deal with the things of nature. You want to deal with what was given to us as opposed to what was made by individuals for us. You want to go with what's natural over what's man-made. You want to go over what was safe over what poison. But then we have a established party at the house where what some will refer to as alcohol is poison is served. Okay. In a minute, go back over there. That's what you asked to do. I told y'all what to do. You want to do something else? That's on you. So, okay. So going back to it, like we're having poison served at a place, but the plant medicine that, I mean, because when we look at the police reports and the accident and all of this is alcohol. They got drunk and they fought. They got drunk on an accident. They got drunk and I smoked some weed, got some munchies, and told a joke. You understand what I'm saying? So I was just saying to this individual that this is kind of hypocritical. Like, how is it that we welcome in the poison from the Western world? And the hypocritical part, not just that they didn't want me smoking there. Let me go further. When it was over, I was like, well, I'm here. I got people in this community that want to do snake venom, which is, as we know, a healing practice. I was told by the same individuals that told me to invite all of my people to their house so that they could drink and party and hang out. I was told I'm not allowed to do snake venom at their house. I'm not allowed to do healing services at their house. And I was like, wait, what? Okay, I can't smoke weed here. That's cool. But you're telling me I can invite everybody over here to drink and get drunk and be destructive, but the next day they're not allowed to come over and partake in administering of a medicine that will assist them, their health, their body, their family, their mindset. That's so what was the word I was using? Contradictory. That's so like, wait a minute, make it make sense to me, right? And so I was talking about this, and then I was going on to explain how different people will reach out to me and will request my presence. Yeah, we seen you on National Geographic. We seen you in the paper. Oh yeah, we heard about you here. We seen you at this conference. Can you come and speak to our people? Can you come and teach our people? Can you come and be a part of this? Yes. And then when I get there, they request, some people, that I smoke, like I don't smoke, or I smoke somewhere else, or I, things like this. And it'd be like, this is why people be like, oh, you do know that when you smoke on your lives, that, some people see that and it turns them off and they don't want to deal with you. And I go, yeah, that's the point. That's the point. I don't want to deal with no hypocrites. Like, how you gonna call me and say, hey, I need that's from the earth so you can come over here and help me heal. And then when I get there, you say, hey, that stuff that you're doing that's from the earth, I don't condone that. I don't like that. And I'm judgmental about people who do it. Kayla Monroe, good morning, Aunt Waking Bay. What's up, Kay? What's up, baby? Peace, good morning. So, this is the ideology that I'm speaking about. Like, there's a lot of people, and I'm gonna tell you, for a while, used to have a certain, what's that word I'm looking for? Like, I would hang out anywhere, but upon professional settings, when I went somewhere and there were people of professional settings, I'm at a professional event, I would kind of like, oh, I'm about to smoke. I'm about to go outside and walk 3 buildings away and smoke, and then, put on some body oil and this and that and come back in. I don't do that no more. Now, I'll go outside, or I'll find the closest smoker section. I'll go and smoke. And when I'm done, I'll put some oil and come back in. I can understand the idea of, damn, somebody's in here smelling like weed. That's unprofessional. I agree. I don't want to be walking around a bunch of anybody smelling like an ashtray. That's straight up. So as far as smelling like weed, I feel the same. Like in a professional setting, I don't want to smell like weed. I don't want my girl sitting there next to me smell. We gonna be right. But I don't care if y'all know I smoke. I'm standing right outside. Hey, what's up? Look at you dead in your face. Because if you have an issue with me smoking, that's your issue. That's your issue. And there's a lot of y'all out there like that. Let me just be very clear. Nobody has to inbox me no more and tell me I look very unprofessional on my, this is mine. All the businesses I own, they're mine. Nobody can blackball me. Nobody can kick me out of the community. Nobody can stop me or put me, like, I've created my own lane. Let's be real. Like, there isn't a community you can put me. I don't care about the psychedelic community because everybody there is doing their own silly and bickering and trying to tear each other down and all of this bullshit. That's why I left that shit alone. You know what I'm saying? The majority of motherfuckers who watch this. This is my personal opinion. My personal opinion. That there are not very many of us in the psychedelic realms who have a balance. Either there's people who don't even really fuck with the goddamn psychedelics, they in it for the money, or there's the people who have done so many fucking psychedelics and have lost their fucking mind, and now they just on some weird shit, on some 100 shit, right? So when we talk about having a community of psychonauts, well, I've been in the community 20 years. I've seen what has come, what has went, and what has developed. And it's not something that I'm fighting to be a part of. When it comes to the healing community, I'm not aware of such a thing. Wait, I'm going to say that again. When it comes to the healing community, I'm not aware of such a thing. Right?
All right.
Said I am the healing community. We have a healing community. You know what I'm saying? We have, but that's all that I see in that is like everybody has their own, right? If they recognize it or not. You understand what I'm saying? And so the ideology that I be is really a whole bunch of Facebook professors. Like when you like the majority of health and fitness and wellness information that people get is from somebody who posted something else. Somebody who told somebody something that they seen. Somebody who told somebody something that they read. I'm not familiar, like outside of Yakini. If I want to hear any testimonials, I'll watch Yakini. I think that's his name, right? Yaki, something like that. Yeah. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the brother out in St. Louis with the locks and all that. Peace God, peace to earth. That dude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Elohim, Hebrew, that dude, like, that's about it. Everybody else is just saying things. I see people saying things. That's it, just saying things. But like, who's really doing things? Who is actually having people that they're working with, showing and proving that they know what they're speaking about? So as far as a healing community, I'm not aware of such a thing. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So with that being said, the people that I'm coming into contact with, there are people who, oh, I want to do an ayahuasca journey. And then they looking at you sideways because you smoke weed. That's what I mean about this hypocritical shit. You want to do mushrooms, but you look at somebody crazy because they smoke weed. You want to do ayahuasca. You want to go to Peru and Ecuador and go out there with the medicine man. And I just want y'all to be clear. I just want to be clear about something. Me being an individual that is very connected with a lot of individuals all over the world, those shamans and medicine men and stuff that y'all be going to see in Peru, they people too. No, like they real humans. Like they real people. Like they do things. Some of them eat things that you don't eat. Some of them do things that you don't practice. Some of them believe in religious beliefs that you don't believe in. But you don't know that though, because you don't have that discussion with them when you go there. You know why? Because that's not your business. That's not your purpose, and that's not your intentions. Your intentions is your health and well-being, right? So you don't care about who this person is. All you know in your mind is they fit the description of what they're supposed to look like. Oh, this is a shaman. This is an individual from over here that's did. Now, let me add to it that those individuals, those shamans, the way that you have absolutely no understanding about their life, they don't know about yours either. They don't know about yours either. And I'm going to leave that at that. I'm going to leave that to you, right? To do what you will. Like me, I know that when I first came into this, it was so many ideas that I had. And I was like, yo, this is like crazy. This is dope. And then the more I got into it and actually became a part of it and started practicing, I was like, oh, okay, I can see how having a life like this would be, like doing nothing but this, right? Thinking of, and then I started moving with individuals all over the planet and having discussions with some of these other shamans from these different countries. And I'm going, oh, wow, very interesting. And I'm not saying nothing good or bad, but I'm saying very interesting how these people live totally different lives. And a lot of us will feel like we need to go to them, right? I've had people that I've talked to and like, no, no disrespect, but I want to and understand. I understand it. Let me be very clear, because it's not the people, it's the medicine and the land. They have a relationship. I just want to be very, very balanced while I'm talking, because I don't want people to get the understanding or the idea that I feel one type of way. No. I'm saying I understand what people are looking for and what they're saying, and I understand what I'm seeing, what I'm experiencing and hearing in the totality, and I'm realizing what it is and how people are seeing these things. And this is all I'm saying, is that a lot of people are hypocritical because they're able to. A lot of places that you go and people you deal with, you don't have the ability to do that. And so you don't. And when you think about that and you think of how, when you go to your dentist, You're there to get your teeth cleansed. You're there to get a cavity filled and a cap. Whether that individual eats meat or not, for me, would be a very ignorant question for me to be asking my dentist. All right, well, before you fill my cavities, are you a vegetarian or not? Because I'm vegetarian, and so I'd be like, what are y'all? What are you talking about? Well, bye. You got all the wrong ideas, and that's how I see people blocking their blessings. You know what I'm saying? This individual that I was speaking of says that they want to be a alternative health practitioner. That means you'll deal with plants, herbs, medicines, animals, all of these different things. So you have to lean into them. You can't be cool with liquor, alcohol, and Western pharmaceutical drugs and be against what nature is and say, I want to be an alternative healthcare practitioner. You can't say, I want to take ayahuasca to heal my sexual trauma and my abuse trauma, but I don't want to be around this person that smokes cigarettes or smokes weed or, does, some of these practitioners from these places, they doing coca leaf, which is where cocaine comes from. They're doing tobacco purges, which is where cigarettes come from. Some of them ferment saliva collected from everybody in the village. Take that saliva and you add sugar and juices to it and you ferment it. And now that's the wine that everybody in the village drinks. Yeah, man, you looking at me like, what? You ain't know that? Yeah, they collect the saliva from everybody in the village. We sit in the circles. Everybody just pass this big ass bucket around, just fill it up. Everybody just spitting in it. And then they add some sugar and shot content, maybe some juice or whatnot, and then ferment it and turn it into a wine. Y'all. And when it's fermented and turned into a wine, that's the drink that everybody in the village drinks, like with they meal after. Everybody has a glass of wine, right? But check this out. Say that those people are reported to be some of the most healthiest people on the planet.
Really?
Because their immune system is receiving everything and learning how to fight and battle everything. Anything that's in that community is in there. And so now when you're drinking it, your antibodies start to develop to be able to right? See what I'm saying? So, hey, it's a lot of stuff going on all over this planet, right? And it's like you either lean into it or you don't. For me personally, I'm like, it's like the planet is the planet Earth and women are a example of each other. The planet Earth is a live version, a planetary version of the woman, and the woman is a physical version of the planet Earth. The women has their hills, they have their valleys, their crevices. You know what I'm saying? Places where so the body is the earth, and the mind is the spirit. So our bodies, the feminine principle, is representation of the earth, and our minds, the masculine principle, is a representation of the spirit. How's that? So when you're looking at it like that, I need all parts of her. Like, I ain't know, you got nice ass, you got some nice little whoop whoop, and I like your lips. You know what I'm saying? So I take that. You can take your eyes. Your eyes are cool. You can't pick and choose. You gotta care for the whole being, and you gotta use the whole being. There's a symbiosis. This is why I talk about healings with the kingdoms, healing with the kingdoms of the planet. Everything that I'm talking about, I can show you where it came from. Where I be telling people that nothing I have is like made up. Nothing. I didn't make anything up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't come up with it. I realized this. just through my walks and my connection and awakenings and things that have been revealed to me. And so the walking with the kingdoms, you can't accept some things and then reject others. And especially accepting things that you see as useful and then rejecting other things and villainizing them. That was the part that I had with them inviting me to walk down the street while everybody else was in the house getting drunk. Now you're villainizing me. I can understand you saying, well, we don't smoke, we don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't even mind if you separated us. Like, okay, the smoking section's over there. Cool. Everybody can drink everywhere, but over there is a smoker section. I can accept that. But when you villainize me and tell me I have to be away from everything, right? So, you know, I just need some of you all to just think about this, because there's some of y'all out there that are very judgmental. Y'all judgmental. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to block your blessing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to block your blessing. You're going to mess around and you're going to need some healing. And now you can't go to the person that can give you that healing because you've, you know what I'm saying, put out things negative. You're going to need somebody to assist you with something with your family. And the very person that you need to assist you with, you then sat and said something negative about them because of how they choose to move. I don't speak on y'all who out there getting drunk every weekend. I don't say, oh, look at you. No, I don't say, like, that's you. That's what you choose to do. Just keep mind your business when you see me firing up. Mind your business. I'm using something straight from the planet Earth. When I'm eating these mushrooms, I'm using something straight from the planet Earth. When I'm using this ayahuasca, I'm using something straight from the planet Earth. When I'm using this chang, I'm using something straight from the planet Earth. Man, how dare y'all sit and judge me while you sitting over there drinking some poisons man-made? How dare you? I'm not taking that shit. I'm not going to sit for it, and I'm not going to accept it. I've had that conversation with the person I love the most in the world, so nobody else can get that pass. Never again will I ever be like, no. I know my value and I know my worth, and I can't think I've never seen anywhere that I'm like, oh, I want to be there, that they like, nah, you can't because you, nah. I've had people inviting me places and I'm like, yo, y'all know I smoke. Is there going to be a place where, oh, what? No, I'm not coming. Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's chill with the judgment. If you take ayahuasca, leave people alone, smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? If you've taken mushrooms, if you've taken ayahuasca, leave people alone taking mushrooms. That's the thing, is people are dealing with different parts of the planet and then judging other people who are dealing with the other parts of the planet. Stop it. Stop it. You know how silly y'all sound? Do you know how silly you look? You taking mushrooms for your spiritual development and you dissing people who smoke weed. You're an idiot. You smoke weed and you dissing people who use mushrooms for their spiritual growth and development. You're an idiot. You drink liquor and alcohol and you don't smoke weed. You don't do mushrooms. You don't do ayahuasca. Matter of fact, you kind of turned off to them all. You're an idiot. I told y'all, if I ain't never offended you, listen long enough. I'm sure I will. Everybody's gonna be focused on at least at one point. So now everybody who drink, oh well. If you drink and you don't smoke no weed, you don't do no mushrooms, you don't do no ayahuasca, and you're turned off to the idea of all of that, you, ma'am or sir, are an idiot. I don't know who's out there listening right now. My auntie, my little brother, my whoever. Yeah, you. Remember, I don't pick no sides. I'm gonna speak it how it is. So whoever this goes to, you are an idiot. If you are scared from what's from the planet, wait, I got another one. If you drink coffee, smoke cigarettes, and drink liquor or beer, and you judge people who do weed, mushrooms, ayahuasca, you're an idiot. If you eat Snickers bars and Butterfingers and cheesecakes and apple pies and drink Kool-Aid 2, 3, 4 times a week and use sugar to sweeten your tea,
I'm an idiot.
and you diss people who smoke weed, do mushrooms, and ayahuasca, then you are an idiot.
I'm not an idiot.
Okay, right. You gotta let me finish. Yo, matter of fact, if you out there judging people and sitting watching people do shit and not minding your own business and sitting having more to say about what they do than what the fuck you do, you're an idiot. Let's just sum it up. You know what I'm saying? We talking about entheogens and weed and all this judgment. Let's just chill with the judgments, period. We don't need them. It's kind of clear at this point, 2025, it don't matter how a single motherfucker feels about what somebody else do, because everything's being done. Everything is being done. And anybody could judge anybody. We got interracial relationships. We got homosexual relationships. We got drug use. We got alcohol use. We got motherfuckers doing shit with animals. We got motherfuckers. I literally can't think. Who do I be judging? I don't think I judge nobody no more. I think I done let everybody out. Like, fuck it. Fuck it. Skinny people, stick your finger in your throat, throw up. Fat people, eat a cupcake. Angry people, mug somebody. Sad people, go cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you at this point, what's the point of judging anybody? Most people are NPCs anyway. And when I say most people, I'm like, you be seeing all this wild, crazy shit going on. They NPCs. They NPC. That's how I feel. This. I told y'all, I'm not teaching. I'm getting my shit off today. I'm getting my shit off. This is all me telling y'all, stop being hypocrites. What? You look like you had some.
This message is just about not being an idiot.
Not being an idiot. Stop being hypocritical. Leave people alone. You know what I'm saying? Yo. You know what I'm saying? Even with relationships, like, I don't judge people on, like, they're like, I used to be judgmental about last things was the like the types of relationship, and it was like I had to understand, like, motherfucker, you poly. Like, you got to be an idiot to be judging anybody on the type. See, I can even be self-idiotized. I was an idiot too. Like, fuck you worried about them for? You know what I'm saying? Fuck you worried about them for? They happy. Why would you be worried about somebody else's relationship status if they happy? Because that was what I went through most of my life. People judging me for my relationship status or because I smoke weed so freely. All right. Oh, well, I don't care. I'm happy. You happy?
Yes.
You weed?
Yes.
You think I like you?
Yes.
So I don't have to worry about none of those people who don't like what I do, because there's people that I like that like me.
Oh, most definitely.
And that's how everybody should feel. Whatever it is you into, however crazy it is, however weird it is, what they scatting, is that what it's called? Scats or some shit? Scat.
Yeah.
There's a motherfucker waiting to scat with you. Not me, though. I was saying, whatever you're into, somebody else is there to do it with you. But when you leave, don't be somewhere tomorrow talking about, oh, look at it, what that person's wearing. That shit looks, shut the fuck up. You a hip, like, how you doing some weird shit? You mad that they weird dressing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody weird as far as I'm concerned. I ain't met a person yet that wasn't. And if they wasn't, that was what was weird about them. Ain't nothing weird about you? That's weird. That's peculiar. Everybody weird. Everybody got something about them that they feel some type of way about, that they feel like other people got some feeling about. That something that people do got some feeling about. Everybody. And that's why a lot of people will point at other people. Remember what he said in school? It's always the kid who stunk that was making fun of kids, or that was the bully. He was always trying to take the attention off the fact that he stunk. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it was that was them feel small, they would mess. That's how people be. When you see somebody, that's why I be saying, I be scrolling and then I see like a post this long hating on Polly. And I'd be like, wait a minute. Then apparently you're not polygynous. So did you just come out of a polygynous? No, never been in. Why is you sitting over there? Oh, gotcha. You can't get no man. Okay, never mind. You can't get a man. Like, oh, you are angry at the societal dating. So when you see an individual with 2 or 3, you really hate that shit. And that's how I feel. Like, people who are posting and reaching out and hating on people and things that have nothing to do with them, there's something that's going on within them that they feel real bad about. That's why they say them dudes that be on TV that be like overly what they call it, homophobic, that be dissing them, they always come out with some scandal later on that they got caught with a transvestite, or they got caught with a man, or they got caught with a child. It's like, ain't that person who was, yeah, they was, and it'd be like, the secret is out. So I'm gonna tell y'all, when y'all see somebody hating on hard, you see somebody hating on gays hard, hating on LGBTQ hard, hating on interracial dating hard, hating on poly hard, hating on whatever hard, that person has, the harder they hating on whatever it is, the deeper that motherfucker has something going on that they don't want you to see. You know what I mean? Look at them motherfuckers. They sick as hell. Come here, little boy. The fuck? Yeah. Self is the measuring stick of the world. People don't hate them peoples. They hate themselves. They hate themselves. And they hate that they can't live as freely and openly as those people that they hate. You know what I mean? They hate when they see an individual in a interracial relationship happy. They hate that.
They hate to see us with our shoes off.
They hate to see us with our shoes off.
It runs people crazy. They be pointing and taking pictures and shit.
That is a fact. That is a fact. We go for walks. Me and my women will walk the river walk. We'll walk the Quinter Cut. We'll, go for walks. And we be, earthing. We getting in tune with the planet. And people be like, I'm literally pointing, tapping people. They ain't got no shoes on. Yeah, leave people alone. Stop being hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm pointing at you like, hey, look, they ain't got no spiritual protection on.
That part.
Yo, hey man, and you just fucking up your boom. I'm telling y'all, every time I get ready to say something out of pot, I be like, man, I'm trying to keep my boom straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to collect my boom, baby. Think good thoughts, speak good words, do good deeds. You want to judge me on that. Y'all judging people in the wrong areas, and that's why y'all got predators and people taking advantage of y'all slipping right in. I've been in this community long enough. I done seen it over and over and over. Oh, he talks like, and I am from the hood, stupid. You don't go to the Peru and be like, oh, that's Shaman. He spoke like he was from a Spanish speaking country, or he's from Peru. What are you talking about? You judging people for the stupidest shit. So then you got the people who's listening to all this and saying, oh, this is what they really want. And then they put that costume on and they speak like that and they talk like that and they treat you like that. And then they tell you, yeah, I'll send you the goods. I'll mail you some ayahuasca. I'll send you what you need. Seven's an asshole. Send me $1,000. I'll get it to you tomorrow. And then you're blocked the next day asking me. Now you want to come to my inbox talking about, don't you know what yeah, well, I just got, what you mean? By who? So-and-so. Oh, yeah, they known for doing this. Oh. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Because we don't worry about, handle that. Time and time again. Because they showed you what you wanted to see instead of what you needed to see and what you needed to hear. And I'm not saying that I'm saying what you need to hear. I'm saying that the ability for you to hear what you need to hear was present and you didn't take it because you was turned off by the presentation from who was going to take you to where you was going to get that. You figure deal be? I ain't Neo out here. And I ain't the Oracle. More like a Morpheus and shit. Like, come on, I'll take you there. You know what I'm saying? You want the red pill or the blue pill? Right? You want the red pill or the blue? Oh, okay, shit. I'll leave you there then. I'm a gatekeeper. I told y'all, I work under the energy of Papa Lek, so we dealing with the crossroads. So you could stay there. I don't force, or you come over. But shit, it's a little trickster in there. Gonna have a cigar. That cigar might have weed in it.
That part.
That part. Yo. So yeah, I want to talk my shit. Y'all stop doing the judgmental. Stop blocking your blessings. Stop worrying about people's relationship statuses. They, you know, it's like y'all forget where we come from. We was the last. And it's like for y'all to feel like that and understand that, y'all feel like, okay, so we have to be the all and exclude everything else and hate everything else. Like Detroit, where I'm from, Detroit versus everybody, including Detroit. Everybody wonder why a lot of people wonder why they can't get where they're trying to get to. They can't find the success they're looking for. They can't find the notoriety they're looking for. They can't get to certain. I'm telling you, that's why. That's why. That's why. I've seen it time and time again. Anybody who's followed the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, one thing you've seen is that we continuously bring in other people from other places that do the same things that we do, as well as other things. We ain't competing. We collaborating. I ain't versus nobody. Let me tell you why. There's no. I'm not with the Detroit. Well, Detroit can versus who they want, but as a man from Detroit, I don't have that ideology, and let me tell you why. Because I don't feel like there's nobody that you could put in that versus. Ain't that what Jay-Z said? You won't see me on the verses because ain't nobody that I feel like you could put on the other side of that. Yeah, that's how I feel. So with that being said, I'm not here to battle with y'all. I'm out here remembering that all of us had to battle to get where we at. And I'm trying to remove that from across the board, like Jay-Z. And that's why everybody do what? Hate fucking Jay-Z. Whole time he working for everybody. Everybody else working for themselves. And this individual that's also has went and climbed out of this shit, ignored all this shit to get here. Motherfuckers hate all the shit that he ignored to get here. But he got here so he could go here and say, all right, we about to change this shit for my peoples here. Whole time y'all hating on the motherfucker, he's still working for y'all. Don't worry about it. Hate on me, hate on my women, hate on my kids. Spread rumors, spread lies. That's cool. Because I know it's a lot of haters, but I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing for my community and for my peoples who just like me trying to come and get to where I'm at. The opportunities that we had, they don't even have no more. So what opportunities are we creating for them? What opportunities are we leaving for them? What information are we leaving for them? What teachings are we leaving for them? What initiations are we leaving for them? What rites of passages are we leaving for them? Because it's clear that everything out here is fucked up and is being destroyed and is falling off. It's clear that the community as a society is stopping and we're coming back into village life. And if you don't know, talk to your local astrologist. If you don't know, ask somebody about the Kali Yoga and how it's over and what that means. If you don't know what all these things mean, tap in and understand that the time of fame and glory and money and finances and rulership is over. The time for physical is over. Now the spiritual are truly grounded in the depths and the teachings and the earth and the love, the light and the soul of this planet. That's who's coming back. So with that being said, we're coming back to communal. You have to be a part of community. Do you know a person who does garden? Who gardens? Who grows vegetables? You're going to need to. Do you know a local healer? You're going to need to. Do you know a local, like all of that? All once, okay, write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck. Peace, my babies. What's happening? Y'all all right?
Yeah, they said they were hungry, so.
I know. They're supposed to do everything they're supposed to do in the morning before they do anything else. They know what they're supposed to do. Do I need to repeat it or do you want to say it? You want to say it? What you need to do? To take a shower. Brush your teeth. And then eat. Did you brush your teeth yet? Y'all brush your teeth this morning? No? You take showers this morning? Oh, then why you asking me about food? Y'all got to do what y'all got to do before I do what I do. See how that works? That's how it works all the way around. So y'all can go and take a shower and brush your teeth. And then when you do that, you can ask me. How's that sound? That sound good? All right. Y'all just push it. Just push it. Bang. There you go. All right. So that's really all I wanted to talk about, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just, wait. No. I was in the middle of something. Where I was at? Where was I at before they came in, back? What we don't. Oh yeah, what we don't have and what we not leaving behind, and what we need to create. You know what I'm saying? What we need to create. We coming back to village life, right? So we need those teachers. Yeah, teachers, where y'all at? You know what I'm saying? I'm right here. I'm already in the mix. I'm doing my job. I'm showing improving already. I've been teaching for a while and I'm still teaching, and I got some more teaching coming, right? All right. Where's our health practitioners? You need to link with them. Link with your herbalists. And let me throw it out there real quick, y'all. I appreciate y'all who be tagging me. I appreciate y'all who be, you know what I'm saying, connecting me with people. But let me be honest, I'm not a herbalist. I'm not a herbalist. That is one of the kingdoms that I have yet to feel like I have mastered. That's actually the last kingdom for me. So sometimes people are, oh, I need a herbalist. I'm dealing with the, and people will tag me. Not yet. I'm going to be in school with the master teachers. I'm trying to find who's the, like, if you know me, I don't be wanting just anybody to teach me. I want somebody at the top or somebody who was taught by somebody at the top. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I think I know who I'm about to be taught. I think I know who my first herbal teacher is about to be. But at this point, I don't have those teachings yet. And like I tell y'all, stop thinking you could just do everything by yourself. I'm just go chat GPT and become an herbalist. Or I could just go chat GPT that. What herbs do what? What herbs are good for what herbs? Man, come on, man. It's more to it than that. It's more to it. I know that. I've been studying it by myself long enough to know that. Even when I study. Okay, I'm about to come clean it. So, as a parent, you are a chef, full-time chef, a full-time maid or butler, and full-time security. And so, my boss is just calling me, and I need to get to work and be a butler and then a chef. So with that being said, y'all tell somebody y'all love them in the language they can understand it in. Peace.